Hello and good morning, friends. Welcome back to Normal Vlogs. We are back home from Disney. We left yesterday morning. Like I had said before, we kind of checked out a day earlier, which worked out great because Brian and I both have doctor's appointments today and literally scheduled those while we were at Disney. I had to come get my labs done, so they called me and said, hey, you have to come have labs done before your surgery next week. When would you like to come in? We have availability on Friday. And you have to have them done like a week before. So I said, okay, Friday will work. And then Brian had an orthopedic appointment for his shoulder today. So they had called while we were gone and we scheduled it for today. So it just kind of worked out that we left yesterday. My hip is feeling a little bit better. It's only like when I'm sitting still for a little bit and then I have to get up and kind of walk. It kind of is tough. I'm gonna grab a Grande Starbucks real quick. But yeah, so other than that, but yesterday, like driving home.
What can I get started for you?
Hello, good morning. Could I get a grande white mocha hot with caramel drizzle, caramel syrup?
Yeah, what else for you?
That is it, hun.
I think we'll have that for you. I think we'll
Thanks. I was gonna get the egg bites, but I'm like, nah, I just decided not to. So yeah. So yesterday driving, obviously having to stop, fill up with gas, go to the bathroom, whatever. My hip was hurting so bad when I got out of the car that I walked like with a little hobble. But you know, it's interesting because yes, it is my hip that hurts, but this is the worst that it's actually ever hurt before. But I have arthritis really bad, and I really don't take anything for it because I kind of refused to take medication years ago when I was diagnosed with RA. And I just pretty much just kind of like take Tylenol or Aleve or, you know, anything over the counter. I really don't take anything for it. So I just kind of like take Aleve and the pain kind of like goes away. But while I was there though, I did bring, so I have muscle relaxers as well that my doctor prescribed for me, because of my, the discs in my neck and that are compressed. And so he gave me those for like, you know, muscle relaxers. So actually I took those while we were there. And I think that is probably why I slept so good, is because obviously it's a muscle relaxer. So I was like, oh, these are really nice. These work really good. So it made me feel good, like at nighttime sleeping and all that good stuff. And then in the morning I woke up, I was still a little stiff, but I just kind of walked through it and it worked out. But yeah, this morning I woke up to, oh my gosh, you guys, sleeping in my own bed last night was just amazing. You guys know how that is when you're on a trip and you come home and you're like, your bed so nice and cozy. But yeah, I did pretty well. I did really well. Waking up this morning too wasn't too horrible. I took a shower last night right when we got home, and I just kind of wanted like the hot water to hit my body and all that. And then this morning I took another hot shower and kind of did the same thing with letting the hot water hit my body. And so yeah, and then I put some like icy hot on it. You like rub that stuff on it, some icy hot. So I think I'm gonna be okay. But today I am headed out to get my lab work done for my surgery next week. For those of you guys know, they found cancer on my thyroid and they are going in to remove it, which I am so thankful and grateful for. I'm so thankful and grateful that it's not invasive, that it's not spreading, but there is cancer in there on my thyroid, and I'm just happy to get it out and hoping that they don't find anything else. They're going to checking me, monitoring me, they said, for the next 3 months. And I know there was a couple days afterwards as well. He said that I would have to go back and see them. So yeah, so that is what I'm going to be doing today, going to get my labs done. Brian's on his way to the orthopedic. What was I going to say too? What was I going to say? Oh, we had a fantastic time this past week at Disney. It was a very, very chill, laid back Disney trip. because Brian obviously had to work, so he was kind of tied to his phone, tied to his computer a lot, and which was fine. Then I was able to kind of like mosey and kind of do my thing anyway. Hello, good morning. Thank you. So yeah, I was kind of able to go and do my own thing, and
that should be outside.
okay, thanks. And yeah, so it was just kind of, it was nice. I was in pain while I was there. I was hurting a lot with my hip and everything. So that may have come off in the vlogs where I just kind of didn't seem interested, or I seemed just like bummed or not excited or whatever. But I was so excited to be there. And yesterday I was so sad to leave. And then like on the day that I was at Epcot, so which was Wednesday. Thank you so much. You too. Which was Wednesday. I was like, oh, I don't want to leave. See, I'm so happy to be here. I just don't want to leave. And then when you come home, you're like, okay, I'm home. I'm happy to be home. This is fine. I'm good. But we always enjoy ourselves. We always enjoy ourselves when we go. It wasn't hot and it was crowded. I definitely plan on going next time. Well, like next year around my birthday. I'm sure I'll be back again this year sometime. But I definitely want to go back when it's more closer to my birthday, like that week, because the spring breakers were there in full force this time, and it was just a little busy for my liking. But right now I'm going to get my car washed because it needs it really bad. So I'm going to go over here and get the car washed and see if my license plate shows up, because it's a totally different car. Alrighty, so it worked. My license plate's the same. It's just a different car, but I just wasn't sure if it would recognize that. So anyway, this also has a mode on it where you can put it in car wash mode. Okay, and I was just curious to know if I would have needed to do that instead of just putting it in neutral, but no, it doesn't look like that. It looks like I can just leave it in the neutral position and it goes through. So yes, car wash, they're always good. I haven't washed my car all week, and it rained on the way there and it rained on the way back a little bit, and the car's dirty, and you know how much I hate dirty cars. So yeah. Alrighty, so I am all done with my lab work. It took a lot longer than I expected because they wanted me to get like an EKG done and like a chest x-ray. So that's what I just finished up doing, was the chest x-ray. They gave me this like like wash soap to use for next Wednesday night and Thursday morning. They want me to like wash this area really, really well for Thursday night, and wash it, for Wednesday night, and then wash it really, really well on Thursday morning before surgery. And blood work was done. So I guess we are good to go, squared away. I am starving. I was actually gonna try to text Brian really quick to see if he was finished with his stuff. And yeah, and then I need to go to the bank myself and get some stuff done there. And yeah, so that's it. So yeah, I'm gonna get some stuff done. I think I'm gonna grab some lunch, and I'll probably head home, and then we'll get stuff done at home. Like I gotta unpack and start laundry and all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the bank, get some stuff done, and I'll see you guys later. Okay, so I am going to sit here and just kind of chat with you guys for a little bit while I wait to pick up my script from Walgreens. I have to pick up my Emgality shot, the migraine shot. But I'm actually also on my way home, and I just kind of wanted to just talk to you guys a little bit about a comment that I received. I did receive a comment on my YouTube under the comment section regarding maybe not sounding so braggy about things. And I have to say, I understand that people may take what I say or things that I share as from a bragging standpoint, but I'm definitely not bragging. I'm just sharing cool things, good things, great things that have been going on in my life, or maybe a gift that I received, or something that I picked up for my birthday, or the fact that I got a new car. It's like you guys would have recognized the fact that I got a new car anyway, because you guys would have noticed that I would be driving in a car that has different interior, and somebody would have asked me anyway, and then I would have said, yes, I got a new car. But I'm definitely not bragging. I mean, I understand that there are people who don't have it like I do, don't have all the blessings or the greatness or the easy life that I have. I get all that. I understand all that. And that's why I don't share a lot of other things either. But I'm definitely not coming off braggy. I'm definitely very thankful. I'm very grateful and blessed in all of the things that I have, because I remember years ago when Brian and I lived in Illinois, and I couldn't just go out and buy something that I wanted. I couldn't just go out and buy a pair of shoes, or I couldn't just go out and buy a shirt that I wanted. I didn't have all of the extra niceties at my disposal then. Brian and I were struggling financially. He was working his butt off. I was working my butt off. My kids had, a lot to do with that as well. My divorce had a lot to do with that as well. So our priorities were completely different. And then things shifted and things changed for us when we moved to Georgia. And that shift what made things more possible for us to be able to kind of go do all the things that we've wanted to do and enjoy all of the niceties and all of the things that we do. So it's definitely not out of a bragging standpoint. I'm not trying to be braggy. I'm not trying to sound conceited. I'm not trying to throw this stuff in anybody's face at all. I'm just sharing. I'm just sharing all of the great things that are actually going on and that are happening in our lives. So I feel sometimes when people think that I'm bragging, maybe they're viewing it from a different perspective. Maybe their point of view makes it sound like I'm bragging. Maybe because they're viewing it from a jealous point of view. But there are some of you out there who carry a Louis Vuitton purse. There are some of you out there who drive Mercedes cars. There's some of you out there who don't have to work. So there's a lot of women out there who are relatable to me. And then there are also some ladies who are not relatable to me. But I feel like I can relate to anybody on any spectrum. I can talk about menopause. I can talk about having a bad day. I can talk about having anxiety. I can talk about sweating during menopause, having bad migraines. I can talk about all of that stuff too. So it's not just all about the glitz and glam. Every single day, I wake up, my body hurts, because I deal with arthritis, or I'm dealing with a bad hip or something. But all of these things didn't come to us overnight. We had to work very hard for where we are now. And a lot of people don't look at it that way. They just look at it, oh, she's just some rich woman who is, milking it from her husband. And no, I'm not, because we're a team. And when you're married, you are a team. We work together. And that's kind of how we've always been. When we lived in Illinois, before we actually moved out of Illinois, we struggled. And before I even met Brian, I struggled. During my divorce, I was homeless. I had no car. I had no place to live. I had no place to go. I was sleeping on a friend's couch. I would sleep at a friend's house when I needed to. And I was very grateful and very thankful for even family who opened up the door and allowed me to stay with them for a little while as well, so I could get myself on my feet. But I was coming from a place in my life at that time where I didn't know whether I was coming or going. I was thrown into the lion's den, and I was like, here, you're married, you're having kids, this is how it's going to work. This is how life works for you now. I mean, because that's the life that I was taught. My parents taught me that life. I was raised in a church. I was raised to be married and have kids. Well, that's exactly what I chose to do. And unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. And because people grow, people change, things change, your perspective changes, your thought process changes. Things don't work out the way that you always hoped that they would. So I know what it's like to struggle. I know what it's like to be homeless. I know what it's like not to know where your next meal is coming from. I know what it's like not to even have $10 in your pocket. Yeah, I was there. I was there at one time. I certainly was there. And I'm very, very proud, very, very thankful, and very, very grateful for where we have become now. And if it wasn't for Brian, who I met during my low time in my life, if it wasn't for him, and if it wasn't for his mother and his dad that took me into their family and accepted me for who I was and helped me become the person that I am and helped Brian become the person that he is, we grew together, we matured together, our thought processes changed, our lives changed, everything was completely different, and that's how it was for us, and that's what we did. So for anybody, and I want to apologize for anybody who thinks that this is all bragging or that I'm bragging about anything. No, this is not bragging at all. This is me sharing everything that I am so thankful and grateful for, and things that we worked very, very, very hard to get. And for those of you who think that I didn't work hard either because I was just like following in the coattails of my husband, you're wrong, because I had to work very hard too. We are a team. We work together. We communicate. So please don't take things that I'm saying or that I am sharing with you guys as bragging or anything like that, because it's not bragging. It's definitely not bragging. And if you're looking at it through bragging glasses, then maybe you're just a little bit jealous. And I hate that for people. I don't want anybody to be that way, because I want to be nice, and I want to share things, and I want people to be inspired by me being able to share great things, because then maybe they would be inspired to do great things as well and work very hard for all the things that you can have. So yeah, that is about it. So and I'm a type A personality, and sometimes things that I do, sometimes things that I say can come off the wrong way, but it's definitely not intended to come off the wrong way. And I'm also very blunt, and I'm also very open with things that I say and how I say it. I don't sugarcoat anything, and I never will. That's just not who I am. So that's just me. But yes, please don't take anything like that I'm saying as bragging. I'm just very proud of all of our accomplishments and things that we have done throughout the years to get us to where we are at now. And like I said, Brian and I worked together as a team. And when it came down to the point that I didn't have to work anymore, it was okay with him. Like, that's something that we discussed. We talked about it. It's not that I just said, oh, I'm not working anymore. I'm just gonna, live off the coattails of you and all that. But no, that's not how that worked. It was an understanding. And quite honestly, Brian, I've said this before, and Brian can actually not work right now either. After he sold the company, we are in a position where he doesn't have to work ever again. And that's just how lucky we are. That's how blessed we are. That's how hard he has worked for everything that we have to put him in a position to be able to retire right now and kick back and relax and enjoy the rest of his life. And I'm thankful for that as well. But Brian has chose to stay on with the new company to help with the transition of his new employees and all of the things. Plus, they offered him a very nice package. So he is going to stay for a little while, and we're going to reap the benefits of that. So that is going to be a nice thing as well for us for a little while. So, but we are we are blessed and we are very, very lucky to have what we have, and I just enjoy sharing with you guys. So please, again, I will say, please don't take it as bragging. Now, if I talk about my kids, heck yeah, I'm going to be bragging about my kids. Heck yeah, I'm going to be bragging about the fact that I'm going to Germany with my kids. Heck yeah, am I going to be bragging about the fact that I get to enjoy life with my kids? Yes. It's because for the longest time, I wasn't able to. I was not able to. And that in itself is a whole other story. That is a whole other story. Good morning, friends, and happy Saturday. Sorry, the sun is in my face. I am at Target this morning. I am here looking for an outdoor rug for my front door, and possibly one by the friends and family door as well. So yeah, hey, let's go inside and let's do a little shopping at Target. It is really early. It is 8 a.m., but y'all know me. I like to get out and do my things early and get stuff done and be able to get back home before it gets crazy, crazy busy outside. So let's head on into Target and see what I can find. All right, I believe these are indoor rugs, so I need to go to the outdoor section. But I'm looking more like for this, like a jute type of rug. Let's go to the outdoor section. I really like these lanterns too. I just can't decide if I want... I think I'll probably have to get the black because there's 2 of each. So I have this one already like in the back, but I'm thinking I might get that. But did I want one like this? This is an outdoor rug because it clearly says outdoor rug. Outdoor rug. So I don't know. I'm debating, but I did end up getting these ones. So I'm thinking these ones would look so much prettier with this. Alrighty guys, so I am back from Target and I put everything away, and now I am just kind of straightening up and cleaning up around the house. I put some blankets on from our bed in the wash, and I am basically just straightening up and cleaning up and just trying to catch up from us being gone all last week. I have suitcases that I have to empty out since I didn't get a chance to do it yesterday, since we were busy and having to go to doctor's visits and x-rays and all the things. So that is gonna be on the plan for today. Plus I already said I'm washing blankets and stuff that were on our bed, and I'm doing laundry all at the same time, so like other laundry. So but yeah, for today though, that's what we're gonna do. I also want to show you guys the outside, our landscaping. While we were gone, we had landscapers come out and plant some azaleas, some oh gosh, and I can't think of the name of those other ones, some azaleas and some big puffball trees. And what else did they do? Put fresh mulch down. So yeah, I'll take you guys outside and show you guys the landscaping. And yeah, so we'll just go ahead and get some stuff started around here. And thought you guys might want to hang out with me while I do it. Alrighty, so this is the rug that I have had out here, and it's the ruggable rug, and it's just very lightweight. It blows all over the place. So I'm actually going to take it in the house, wash it. I'm actually gonna leave it in the garage first and then wash it. And then I'm gonna come out here and lay my other one out, but I need to grab my broom. Brian just came over here and like blew all the stuff away, but it didn't take all of it away. So I'm gonna sweep it up and then lay the other one down and see how it all looks. replace these chairs with some really pretty like heavy duty rockers. So that is what I'm going to be on the lookout for. I know exactly where I want to get them. I just have to go to Tennessee to get them. So I'm also going to see if my niece's dad, so my sister's ex-husband, if he could actually get me a deal on some, or if not, no big deal, I'll just get it myself. But I do know exactly where I want to get them. They're just like the ones my parents have on their front porch, and I think my sister and her husband have some on her porch too. But yeah, so for the most part, this is done. Obviously, I want to get like a different type of thingy, like a runner rug to kind of like put across right here. And then I'll bring out one of my like welcome signs out here as well. But I like the way that this looks. It's very pretty, and probably when it rains, I'll probably have to roll this up too so it doesn't get soaked. But I think it looks fine for now. I actually have two big, tall, like vases that are coming. So I'll end up having to move this down and put one vase over there in the center, over here on this side, and then one over there, and I'll move those down this way. And then I'll just kind of put some ferns in there as well. I moved this pot over here because eventually I'll probably put some flowers and stuff in it. I love my Crocs. And yeah, but for the most part, that is it. These pillows look really nice on here. So I replaced the ones that were on here. They were faded and ugly. So I just kind of replaced these as for now. And like I said, this is good enough for now until we get the rockers here. So that's probably going to be a couple weeks. But yeah, I think it looks fine for now. And then now let me show you what they did for the landscaping. So basically we had like bushes and stuff, are like a big tall bush right here and a big tall bush down there. I had them take them out, and they put in these, what are these? Now I can't even think of them. Azaleas. And then they left two bushes here, two bushes there, and put an azalea down there. And then have these right here. Let's see. Ouch. Hydrangea bushes right here on each end. So I have them like right there. One that's going to be like right here. One over there on that side with two other azalea bushes. And then hydrangeas on the end with azalea. And then I had them put all this like monkey grass all the way around just to kind of like trim it out. And that looks nice. And then they actually put in this Japanese maple for us, and I think that is going to be too close to the Japanese maple, so I'll probably move it over here just a little bit more. And then they just put more stuff all the way around here. So hydrangeas, azalea, bush, azalea, hydrangea. So that's what we have. That's what we have going on for the front for right now. So once those bloom, it's going to be very, very pretty. And then of course, once the like monkey grass gets growing and all fill in, it'll look really nice as well. So, but yeah, that's what that looks like right now. And I think I'm going to take, this is that like little flag thing. I don't want it here. I'll have to like move it to a different location. Maybe like over here or something, because I'm really not a big, huge fan of where it was. But Brian is usually in charge of the flags. So there we go. It's kind of crooked, but see if I can fix it. All right. It's still kind of crooked. He'll have to come fix it. But yeah, other than that, everything's going to look great. Brian's mom said, I wish I could be there. I want to plant flowers so bad. So she's usually the one who comes and plants all of the flowers and stuff for us because she absolutely loves it. That is like her thing. Her garden at home is actually beautiful. Her sister's garden at home is actually very beautiful as well. That is just what they love to do. But she says, I wish I was there. I want to plant all the flowers. I'm like, well, maybe in June. I said, maybe you can come down. We're all supposed to kind of meet in Florida. So maybe they can just come here and we can all just drive to Florida together. So, but yeah, other than that, everything looks great out here. Everything worked out really, really well. So I'm happy with the way that it looks for now. I want to get like a picture. I've seen like these pictures I want to put maybe on this wall or right over here. Not really sure yet, but I'll figure it out eventually. It all takes time, but it is coming together. Finally getting some warmer weather where we can actually come outside and work and clean things up and make it look nice and presentable and welcoming when people come. So I'll have to get some candles for right there for those things. But those are not going to blow anywhere, so that's good. And I think they look really nice with this rug. So, and I wasn't sure if I should take the rug and put it this way. I kind of like it this way because it's like you just walk up and it's more welcoming. Or should I turn it like this way? I'm not exactly sure. I kind of like it like this. Let me know what you guys think. Which way would you guys put it? Horizontally or the other way? I don't even know what that is. I do know what that is. I just can't think of it right now. This is what they call the friends and family door. So I just kind of have a little rug down here as well. It also needs to be washed, but I'm not washing that today. I'll wash that another day. But we did clean it all out and it kind of got blown out with the blower. Stuff is coming back though because of the wind. But yeah, this is a friends and family door. And so this is where Brandon comes in, the family comes in, friends come in. I don't know why they don't use a front door, but this is perfectly fine as well. I think what I'm going to do though is I think I might put this rug by the front door now, and let's see how that looks. It's a little small for here, and I know that they make longer ones, so I definitely want to get a longer one to make it look a little bit better. But for now, I think I'm just going to leave that here just to kind of give it the idea that I want to put one here. And when I find that longer one, I will buy it and I will put it there. But for now, that's where it's going to stay. So this is the popcorn bucket that I got at Disney, and I'm going to actually show you guys like how cool this thing is. It is so pretty. Let me get it wound up and started. Hold on. It is so darn cute. So it lights up. Let me get you guys adjusted. Okay, so it lights up. Can you see how it's all lit up? And then it plays music. So you wind it up. Ouch. Wind it up. And it plays music. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? I love that. It is perfect. So the one little Easter thing that I do have out, I think I'm actually gonna put outside on the patio here. I'm gonna do that because it is Eastery. We can go ahead and do that for now. I think I'll just go ahead and put it right here for now. That'd be cute. For now. I'm just trying to put stuff out here.